First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Second and goal from inside the 5. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This offense so far on third down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're looking at a third and goal here. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Now receiver in motion left. Oh, the motion comes too late, and this is going to be a delay.
Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
How crucial will those 5 yards be? We'll see as they come up again here, third and goal. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. And they're going to get him. They bring it down and sack back at the 16-yard line. A tough time to take the sack. Now it's fourth and goal, and that's a loss of 6. Butker's kick here is good, and the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. So our initial drive this afternoon results in 3. Not sure that that's a statement necessarily, but getting points on the road, never a bad thing.
You're exactly right about that. I love how you framed it, right? Not sure it's a statement, but at the same time, you're putting something out there, aren't you? Letting them know, hey, we came to play today.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. To throw, Mayfield. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. This offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Here's Mayfield. Wide open is Watkins. He's got it. Touchdown.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And the next-gen stats are going to tell the story, and wow, what a story it is. Nearly a full 23 miles an hour. One of the fastest plays on record, folks.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, is being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas.
Yeah, a little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting off field and giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. This one caught by Isabella. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going up top.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Dante Jackson picks it.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield.
The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. They go play action. Mayfield trying to lay one up deep. It's caught inside the 25.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. He finds the speedster Ross. That's complete. Two minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll try to run this one in, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
They'll drop to throw. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away.
Taking it about the 16. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
And for Mayfield, this could be a free play. And he's got his man. It's the tight end, Goddard. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They knew they had the free play after the penalty. They get great yardage so they can decline that penalty.
And one of the things we've seen develop more and more in recent years are teams seeing that penalty occur and still taking the big shot downfield and hoping to gain the yardage as we just saw there. They practice it, they work on it, and this time they're successful.
Going deep here for Watkins. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
And again, it's Mayfield. crosses body, and it's intercepted.
And the Patriots are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. And the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
The center receiver in motion to the right. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking deep downfield. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted.
Well, Charles, they were so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
So, of course, they declined that there. They knew they had the free play. They got great yardage out of it.
It's kind of like when we were at dinner last night. You saw me reach for the check, so you ordered dessert on top of it, right? You say you had the free play.
Yeah.
Right, already had what you needed. Go ahead and get a little more on top. I like it.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. (17-3) the score as we resume action for the second half on EA Sports.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown! This offense certainly looking a lot more comfortable here at home. They lost last week in the opener on the road, but there's something about that home opener makes you feel more settled.
Yeah, I wish we could quantify it, too, because you're playing the same game. The field's the same, size. We know all of that. But being at home, sometimes when you do things well, you get that extra push from your home fans, and it elevates your game.
And in the driver's seat right now.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And here's a quick throw to start the drive complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be second down. Looking to throw.
And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. He'll look to throw.
Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the third time. It's Bubba Bolden who picks it.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
But they run the option here on 1st and 10.
He'll pitch it back. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Anthony Averett picks it.
Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game. But that's something right there, still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day. They're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays. Really good coverage all over the field, and took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Mayfield off the play fake. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. Mayfield on play action. He's going to look deep for Watkins. That's caught at the 25.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Baker Mayfield only 6'1", but he can certainly sling it, and we saw evidence of that right there.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield to the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Mayfield looks to throw, and it's caught. Touchdown! A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Lancers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
He's tackled in the 7-yard line. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Slot man moves right. And the slot man goes in motion left. And he stopped immediately there. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Now they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown.
Desmond Ridder,
his second touchdown on the season.
And the Patriots are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here, back at the 21-yard line. This offense on 3rd down today, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 7.
Hey, 133. Regular. Well.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. So naturally they will decline it. They got the first down anyway on the play.
Who needs a penalty when you picked up the first down through hard work and effort anyway? First down.
Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. Things looking much rosier for him here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. He's going to air one out. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Elliott on for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last.
And he lost the football. And this is picked up by the defense. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Elliott now to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach? And now here's another interception. Then he will bring it back to about the 11-yard to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their totals. Elliott good on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Now that's a dangerous throw right there. Moving off to his right, throwing it all the way back across field to his left. I know he had a lot of confidence in his arm. But sometimes the ball can just hang up there when it goes that distance. He was fortunate it was just incomplete.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.